Hey, kings and queens and kings. Miss Christian here with realacademy.us. So today video is going to be a little bit different. It's just me actually just talking to y'all. So hopefully, you like this video and give it a thumbs up. So it's just me being transparent. The other day I had went on live and I was just venting because sometimes it gets so hard trying to climb yourself out of a hole, and it's a hole due to generational poverty, just things that was not taught, things that was not passed along. And it's like I never blame my past generation. I never blame my mom or my grandma or her, my great grandmother, because they only knew what they knew, and what they knew, to be true, they did pass it along and teach me. But what they didn't know, they did not know. So as far as finances and credit score and, why should you go to school? Pick a good career, the financial stability of it, you can have better, the just envision, the dreaming, they can only do that to a certain extent, because you can only inspire somebody so much to the level that you are, or what you want to be, what you see them to be. So if you see greatness in somebody, you can only inspire them so far, because your vision, your dreams and ambitions only reach so far. So what you think is awesome, just being stable, not living on the street and having food in your mouth, and not having to worry about that. If a person, and you're doing that, that person can be happy for you just to do that. And then once you start doing more, it's well, this is just extra. Why they kind of lose, because they don't know where you're going, because they have not seen that for themselves to even know where you're going. So, but that really wasn't, so that's just kind of a backdrop to how I'm thinking about everything. So with me, I have, all these big dreams and ambitions and stuff that I just want to do, just cycles of things that I want to break, things that I want to teach my children. I had made a post saying, I made a prayer to God saying, please have my children be mentally and physically healthy, financially stable, a person of godly character, and have a spouse that brings them peace. And God said, you need to be that first. So that's when I really started getting on my journey to be everything that I wish that my kids were, so that they can have an actual living example and not just somebody on TV they looking up to. They can actually, even if you look up to your mom or your grandmother or, your dad or something like that, you look up to them just for the person of what they taught you. But when it comes to seeing just peace, seeing the vacation, seeing, just doing something of impact, it's that is not normal, in our community, in our households, especially if you was raised low income, poverty, or different things like that. You don't have much, but you have love. So it's the only thing that you kind of taught, fortunate enough to be taught, is love. So a person who's not even taught love is they didn't even get taught the bare minimum. But today, me and my children, so I'm a mother of 4, me and my younger children, I have 3 toddlers, we had went to the grocery store. It's been a great, day, and we came home and they Mom, can we go outside, and play in the front, because I haven't cut my backyard yet. So I'm yeah, go outside and play in the front, while I'm bringing the groceries in and stuff like that, and the door is open. So I'm just, having them play outside. And I heard a sound like that, but it was loud, but it had stopped. So I got up, and then all of a sudden, I hear a police officer, I guess telling somebody to either get out their car or to pull over or whatever. So it was the police car, like, no, signaling that to another car. And in that moment, it's just like, no matter how much I'm doing, no matter how far I done came, it's like that was an instance when I just said, wow, I'm not there yet. So this just happened, and I'm like, wow, I'm not there yet. I had went on live saying I made a decision to go back to school. So I made a decision to, even though I have a business and I'm self-employed, I made a decision to go back to school to have that financial security and have that stability, and then to use that money to feed into my dreams, because I know I don't want a loan, or maybe can't get a loan, I don't know, but I just don't want to really borrow money. I want everything to really be owned by me, and just to teach my children like the power of ownership and the power of, the lender, the lender, the borrower is a slave to the lender. So just teaching them like to be mindful if you getting money, just like with me, like on government assistance, that's like me borrowing money, like they have my survival, my necessities, me and my children necessities in their hand. One letter in the mail of something that happens in the government can change, and then they take everything away from me. So it's like, even though I've gotten further from where I was, it's like I'm still not there yet. It's like, even though, yeah, we not being put out every single year, we not, facing eviction, we not homeless, dealing with homelessness. We have a refrigerator full of food. I have a car. I have gas in the tank. I'm about to start back school. I done got my credit score and did all what I could do to learn how to raise my credit score from 300 and something to now in the 600s, and just like working, like just really intense about climbing myself up out of this. And then it's like, just in that moment when that just happened, I realized like I didn't came far, but I'm still not far enough. Like, I'm still not there yet. I'm still not there yet, because my children can't even play outside in peace, just in that peace. And they say, Mama, I heard that. Like, what is it? That's the police. And it's like, just had to stop and like explain that, have them come in the house, like have them just sit and watch TV with their snack time, like that in the instance right there, their little playful spirit and just them being outside and getting some fresh air was just taken away from them because of the neighborhood that we have to be in. And it's like, we have to be in this neighborhood because I'm sitting up here working and striving and, just doing the best that I can and moving as fast as I can to build and get us out of here. So it's like, I didn't get in this situation overnight. This is like a cycle. So this is from my mom, being in a poverty-stricken area in the ghetto, from my grandma being in a poverty-stricken area, ghetto or whatever, and my great-grandma, like it just is a cycle. So now it's then came to me because I only know what I know. So I'm constantly reading. I read 2 to 3 books a day. Like, I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly elevating. With that, it comes, you don't really have anybody to speak to because you're doing everything. You're doing everything alone. Like, you don't have anybody who understands what you're saying. Understand what you're trying to do. Like, just believe that, financial stability and being able to have a house that you didn't pay for, or a home that you own, or, different things that you own, being able to pay for your kids' college tuition and, stuff like that. Like, stuff that in other neighborhoods is like, oh, that's nothing. But me saying that is like speaking Chinese. It's just like, it's hard to understand if you're not on that journey. If you never even thought it was possible, once you reach a certain age, you just stop even trying to do that because it takes so much work And it's like, I just want to live out the time I got left. I just want to be happy. You know, like I don't even want to worry about that I'm not where I want to be, because that's going to cause me anxiety. That's going to cause me frustration and stuff like that. But it's like, with me, I came into a point in my life that, being the age 33, I don't care how much anxiety it caused me. I don't care. Like, I want to know what situation I'm in, what my credit score is, I need to know. I need to have that put right in my face so I can know how to get out of it. I don't want to bury my head in the sand no more. You know, so like I said, I'm starting back school, but that just let me know when that happened that I'm not there yet. That it's like, I just got to keep on working. I just got to keep on grinding. And I'll get out of this in due time. You know, this too shall pass. This is just a season, and I know it. And it's like, now, since I've been exposed to the knowledge, now it's just applying it. It's like, once you get exposed to the knowledge, you can no longer say you don't know. So I can no longer, like, the people who are older than me, or the people who are my age or younger than me that just don't know because they wasn't exposed to it. Okay, so now I've been reading books. Now I've been following people. Now I've been taking courses. Now I've been doing so much self-development and improvement that I know the knowledge. So now it's just applying it. So I'm applying it. I've been applying it for some years now, and I'm just constantly applying it. And it's once you start applying, it's not something that happens overnight, but it's something where you can measure and you can see the difference from, last year from this year. So I don't know if you guys are in the process of getting out of, poverty, low income, breaking cycles, like having financial freedom, like being able to go swipe your card that's not a credit card, go swipe your debit card and know that you don't have to check your balance before you swipe this. Before you go pick out some shoes for your kids, you don't have to check your balance to make sure that you have enough to buy their shoes. Like, if you in that state where you just, like, you're fed up, you fed up and you angry and you want more because you don't want your kids to be in a situation that you was in. You want them to know that it's better for them, and to actually leave them something, leave them a house, just some kind of wealth, a retirement account, 420, like, leave them something, 529 for their college tuition, leave them something that you putting up for them. Like, if you in that state of, like, I'm grinding, like, I'm done with this situation, like, please leave a comment and down below, because I just it encourages me, because, like, sometimes I can get discouraged, even if it's for 24 hours. It feel like I'm doing some stuff just like, is this gonna be in vain? Like, I know I'm doing it for my children, but, like, would they care, either way? Like, if we just stayed in how we are now, would they care? Like, do they really want me to be striving for better? Like, am I putting too much weight on myself? Like, nobody else is doing this around me. And like I said, I can get discouraged at times, but I just feel like that's the enemy, because it's like, yeah, they don't really understand it, but they'll understand it as they get grown, as they get 19, 20, 21, and they go to start moving their apartment, and you don't even have enough money, like, to help them with a down payment, they first month's rent. You don't even have enough money to, like, go get them, like, a U-Haul, like, you don't have enough money to do anything. Like, now they starting to cycle off, like, having to be struggling how you was struggling. So, like, no, like, don't pass no struggle on. Who want to keep on passing the struggle? Like, just passing the struggle to now where you get so old that you done fighting. So now it's up to the next generation to struggle. It's in their hands now. So I'm just like, nah, the struggle is going to stop here. In my household, for me, in my house, the struggle going to stop here. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, and, like, I did start a newsletter, and it's called Kingdom Talks, and it's just gonna be a newsletter just full of information, ideas, tips, like a community, because that's something that, like, if you're striving to break a cycle and to change, like, for your family, the community, like, you don't have really a whole bunch of people, or maybe not even one person, who's in the same situation that you are, who's trying to build more. You either have people who are not trying to do anything and they just keep on talking, but they not working towards anything. They'll vent and they'll be like motivated for 1 or 2 days, but then it's not really having them be fed up. It's not really an urgency to them. So it's like, I don't really want to talk to you, because it's like, what you going through is, you're in the same situation as me, but you don't have any urgency about it in your life. So it makes me be intense. It makes me feel like I need to be in an offense or a defense, or be mindful to your feelings or whatever, so I don't hurt your feelings by me even wanting more. Now I feel like, I'm pushing something on you. Or you had the people who are already making 6 figures plus a year, have their house, all smiles, like, don't have no worry, no money worries, like, really don't have it. Like, they actually down and climbed out, and they see the light, they in the light. So right now it's like, with me, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm still in the tunnel. So, but I'm constantly moving. I'm constantly striving forward. So my newsletter, Kingdom Talks, is just all about a community. We all helping each other to keep walking, like, keep everything that I find, whether it's, credit information, to help you do it for free for yourself, mindset information, how to deal with relationships, and not even romantic relationships, but family relationships, because our mind can start playing tricks on us, like, the negative talk can start coming around, and we can stop believing in ourselves, because we don't have a lot of people around us that can show that they believe in us. Even if they just waiting to see the outcome, but they don't really know what else to do. So that's what the newsletter is for. Like I said, I'll leave the link in the description box below if you guys want to, sign up. It'll be weekly, that I'll send some stuff out. And I'm just going to send as much information out as I can. Like I said, I'm constantly reading. I read 2 to 3 books a day. I'm constantly, like, in every single thing. So whatever I learn, I'm passing it on. And then you can share it and pass it on to somebody else, or tell them to sign up for the newsletter, whatever works for you. But I just wanted to come on here and have a video that's in time of what I'm going through right now, just kind of for selfish reasons, so I can have a document of it. So it's kind of for selfish reasons, because I'm like, God, I want to be able to look back on something in a moment of frustration, in a moment of when I just realized I'm not there yet and I still got some ways to go. Like, I want to see how I was looking, how I was feeling, and what I was saying at that moment in time. And hopefully, YouTube is going to be here for a while. So this video and videos, I'll, live forever. So it's like, I'll have this to pass on to somebody else who in this same situation. And, to be able to hopefully in this video gave them some words of encouragement. So, just keep on going, keep on striving. No, you might not be there yet, but baby, queen, you are moving forward. You working towards it. Like, you're doing what you can with what you have, and as you start learning more, you're going to apply that and do what you can with what you have. So, just keep on going. If you working on your health, get your health goals together. You working on family, finance, keep on going, keep on breaking those cycles, and be just healthy and whole, so you can pass on healthy and wholeness down to your children. All right, y'all, bye.